Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today, our groups will presenting about dual piston pump. Let's check it out. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself and also my team members. So, my name is Muhammad Muazzam bin Muhammad Ghazali and the second presenter is Muhammad Akmal Irfan bin Sofyan and last presenter is Megat Alif Hakimi bin Megat Hafizul Amin. We are from AS1163A4. Now, before we go deep to the dual piston pump, I would like to tell the basic about what is pump actually. Pump is a device used as a method to move fluids such as gases, liquids, and slurries. It moves the fluids by mechanical or physical action. Pump will supply the energy to fluids due to promote a flow, make a circulation for fluid to move going smoothly. So, pump is a crucial component in any industries. Without further ado, let's move to the main, which is dual piston pump. Dual piston pump have reciprocating pistons. So, while one piston refills, the second piston will keep delivering the liquids. This makes the pump special because of the two pistons working together. Next, one piston is the discharge phase, while the other is in the suction phase. By using this alternation, flow disruption are reduced. Thanks to this design, this pump is very efficient and can handle high pressure effectively. Moreover, dual piston pump are reliable, efficient, and nowadays tools used in many industries in order to ensure an accurate fluid delivery.
Alright, moving on to the next part, which is component in this dual piston pump. First of all, in this dual piston pump, it consists of piston, the primary moving component responsible for creating reciprocating motion with their respective cylinder, alternately creating suction and discharge. Next, we have pump housing, the outer of casing that enclose and protect the internal component, providing structure support and maintaining the alignment. And the next one, we have the cylinder. Cylinder, it is enclosed where the piston move back and forwards. The cylinder create the necessary pressure differential for fluid section and discharge. Moving on to the next component, which is check valve, which is inlet and outlet. Inlet and outlet valve control the flow of the fluid. The inlet valve open during the suction stroke to allow fluid into the pump, while the outlet valve open during the discharge stroke to enable fluid to exit. Next, we have camshaft, the mechanical component that convert rationally motion into the reciprocating motion, driving the piston back and forward within their cylinder to enable suction and discharge. Other than that, we have connecting rods that link the crankshaft to the piston, transmitting the rationally motion from the crankshaft into the motion for the piston. Other than that, we have seals and gaskets. This component used to prevent leakage of fluids and maintain the pressure, ensuring the system operates efficiently. Last but not least, we have fluid chamber, a storage area which the pump that temporarily hold the fluids ready for section or discharge during the pumping cycle.
Thank you, Akmal, for the explanation on the components of the dual piston pump. Now, I will be talking about the operational principle of the dual piston pump. As you can see to my right here, this is a schematic diagram of the dual piston pump. So how does it operate exactly? The dual piston pump operates based on an alternating piston cycle, where two pistons work in coordination to ensure smooth and continuous fluid flow. Both pump chambers are driven by a shared motor using a common eccentric cam, enabling synchronized operation. This allows one piston to perform a suction stroke while the other completes a discharge stroke, creating overlapping flow profiles that significantly reduce pulsation downstream and ensure a constant flow. Inlet and outlet check valves maintain unidirectional flow, preventing backflow during operation. Additionally, eccentricity-shaped cams optimize the acceleration and deceleration profiles, enhancing efficiency and minimizing wear for reliable and effective performance. Now, what is some of its applications for the dual piston pump? Talking about applications, dual piston pumps have diverse industrial applications due to their efficiency and reliability. In high-pressure cleaning systems, they power pressure washers and industrial cleaning equipment for tasks like cleaning machinery, pipelines, and surfaces, delivering high-pressure streams with minimal pulsation. In the oil and gas industry, these pumps are critical for injecting chemicals into wells, transferring crude oil, and pressurizing pipelines during upstream and downstream processes. And in chemical processing, dual piston pumps handle the precise transfer, mixing, and metering of abrasive or viscous fluids, such as chemicals used in pharmaceuticals, petrochemicals, and water treatment. And last but not least, in hydraulics for industrial and construction machinery, these pumps generate high-pressure hydraulic fluid to power equipment like excavators, cranes, and industrial presses, ensuring smooth and powerful operation even in demanding environments. So now, what are some of its advantages? I'm very curious. Can you explain it to me, Muazzam?
Let's take a look about the advantages by using dual piston pump. First, unlimited solvent reservoir. Dual piston pump makes it ideal for industrial setup where large volume of solvent need to be pumped without constant manual intervention. Second, long-term unattended use. By using dual piston pump, it allows the pump to operate for extended period without human oversight. Next, quick changeover and clean out capability. Dual piston pump reduce downtime during operation that requires switching between different solvent or clean the system. And last but not least, improve accuracy. Dual piston pump designed to deliver precise and consistent fluid volume.
Moving on to the last part, which is the disadvantages of dual piston pump. First of all, this dual piston pump has a higher maintenance. Dual piston pump and multiple seal increase maintenance requirement, especially if handling abrasive or corrosive fluids. Other than that, it has a bulkier size. The dual piston pump mechanism make the pump larger and heavier than the simple design, limiting the mobility and some application. Moving on, this dual piston pump may produce noise and vibration due to the reciprocating motion of the piston. It is potentially requiring isolation and dampening. Last but not least, it has a very high cost, which is generally more expensive than simpler pump types, both in terms of purchase price and spare part.
Alright, so those are some of the references that we used, and unfortunately you have come to the end of the video presentation. And we have covered a lot about the dual piston pump, and so I hope this video answers all of your curiosities about the dual piston pump, and thank you for listening. See you later.